Using an Instagram chatbot can double your leads and increase your conversions in as little as 24 hours. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to set up a simple one for your business so that you can literally have this up and running in the next 24 hours and getting more revenue and talking to more leads on Instagram automatically. So let's dive into my computer here. The very first step is going to be to go to ManyChat.com and you'll set up a free account there. Everything that we do right now is going to be free for you to set up, and it should take about 2 minutes to get that account set up and then connect your Instagram to it. Once you're in, you're going to get to a page that looks like this. So what you'll want to do is on the left column, you'll find the tab that says Automation, and in the top right, you'll click on Plus New Flow. A flow inside of ManyChat is where we will create all the automation, and next I'm going to tell you what you should do at each step and a few tips for how to do it properly based on over 20 million of messages that I have personally sent on this channel. If we click into this next step here, you'll hit start from scratch, and then you can go ahead and rename this whatever you would like to. The point of this should be initially for you to boost whatever metric is most important to your business. So if you are wanting to increase the number of appointments that you get booked, sales appointments, or if you want more people to sign up for a free webinar or an upcoming live event, or you want people to download your freebie, maybe you give away a meal plan or a cookbook or a PDF on how somebody can do something, which then leads to something else later down the line, whatever that first thing is, just go ahead and pick. And ideally pick based on data, like what people are downloading or getting from you the most right now. So I would name this whatever that is. So in this case, let's say that I'm an e-commerce store and I am wanting to put out a campaign for an upcoming Labor Day sale that we have happening. So I'll just go ahead and say e-commerce store sale. I'm gonna hit rename, and then now I'm inside of a blank flow. I'm gonna jump over to a flow where I have a few notes, but you'll go ahead and stay here and then just copy exactly what I'm about to share with you. Now, as soon as you dive in, the first thing to understand about how an Instagram chatbot can work is there are 8 different ways that you can actually trigger an automated message to somebody based on the interaction that they have with you on Instagram. So in this case, I want to show you guys how you can set up a comment trigger, meaning anytime that somebody comments on a post or a reel, you can actually send this automated message that we'll set up together. Now, the thing is that you don't necessarily want to set this up for every single comment that you get. For example, if I'm running a Labor Day sale and I have this post and I say, hey, comment below the word Labor Day, and from there, I'm gonna go ahead and send you a discount code that's 15% off in your inbox. Well, if people are asking questions or they really like the content that we put out, that post, and they make another comment about something else, we wouldn't necessarily want to send the Labor Day sale info to all those people. We don't want to come across too salesy or like give them something they didn't ask for. Instead, we just want to give it to the people who said Labor Day in their comment. So the way that we would set this up is if I'm here inside of this starting step, I'm going to click into this box, and from there I'm going to hit add trigger. And once I'm in, the easiest thing to do is right here, you'll see Instagram pop up as an option. So go ahead and hit Instagram, and from there, find the option that says Instagram comments. Once I'm in, what I'll want to do is, if I just want this to trigger on one specific post, then you can go ahead and leave this like that. But otherwise, what might be easiest is that I typically always select all publications. So that way, if you're gonna have multiple posts and reels go out about this sale, maybe you're gonna run it again in the future, then I can at least have this set up anytime a post goes out moving forward. The next step will be to decide what comments you want to trigger for. So a few tips that I want to share with you here. You don't want to use words that are super common like yes or discount, right? Use something that is related to your business. So to give you a few examples here for e-commerce, I might say the word Labor Day, all in one. And the thing is, you also want to calculate for misspellings of anything that you're going to do, even if it's the simplest word possible. So here I might say Labor Day, I might say Labor Day like this, etc. This one's pretty straightforward, but I mean, people will, either it's autocorrect or people just type too fast or they're too lazy to write in the right thing. So you want to make sure that you always have those alternative potentials listed here inside of these comment triggers. And the last thing here is just you don't want to choose something that's too hard to spell. Now from here, I'm gonna hit the next button, and now you can actually set up automated responses. So typically here, I like to say something like, excited for you to check out our sale, check your DMs for the next step, or check your DMs for the discount code. So you can go ahead and add several different variations so that it's sending different comments to people and it doesn't look spammy like it's the same message every single time. But either way, you can go ahead and set that up and decide what's gonna make sense based on what you're giving people in your comment. Once you decide on the comments that you want to add in here automatically, then we're going to decide what the message is going to say that people will get after they comment. Down here where it says the first step, and I'm going to zoom in so you can really see that closely, you'll click on that circle and then drag out and click on Instagram. And once you do that, then this window is going to pop up here. Now I want to make sure I click use as reply to Instagram comments. Now you'll see that we have just the option to add some text and a button. So let me share what we typically do here. I'm gonna go ahead and paste copy that I'd already written and then break it down as to why I am doing it this way. So the first step of this will be, I wanna reiterate what I was talking about in the post. Sounds like you're ready to shop our Labor Day sale. Remind them, because a lot of people will click into your DM right after they comment because they'll get the notification in the Instagram app, but some people might be busy, they might jump off their phone or jump off Instagram immediately, and you wanna be able to remind them when they come back to Instagram and they see they have a DM from you, what it was that you had promised them, and more importantly, what they had requested from your business. So here we just want to position as, hey, it sounds like you're ready to do this, or it sounds like you're interested in doing this. Then we want to reiterate the offer here very clearly, or just clarify if it wasn't clear in the post already. So in this case, you'll get 15% off when you check out before September 7th at midnight EST. And we've got a little emoji here. And then we say, click the button to shop now. I'm going to show you how to add a button in a moment. The reason that we do this is because we've been able to actually increase our click rates by 10% plus, simply telling people, hey, you've got to click the button. This is a new thing for a lot of people on Instagram, so we want to make sure that it's clear to them what they need to do and actually to get the thing that we have promised them. We also add the pointing down emoji, which you can see here, and that has also helped our click rate quite a bit. Finally here, this is just a little note that I added for the example here, because I'm using just, let's pretend I'm an e-commerce beauty store. So I would just have a little note here that is reminding them, hey, obviously people who are buying your sale may not be first-time buyers, or if they are, they've been following you for a little bit, they kind of know what they want to buy from you usually. So we would just have a little note here about the best-selling product or something that's going to entice them, get them a little bit more like urgency and scarcity there. Now the next thing that we want to do is click add button. So when we go ahead and click this, then we'll be able to add a few things to this. So I always like to add an emoji at the beginning if we can. There is a limit to how many characters you can put here. So ideally you have just enough room to say something like access, whatever it is that you're offering them. This usually works the best for us. Instead of saying like shop now or buy this or opt in or download, access usually does the best for us across most of the industries and most of the companies that we have worked with. So in this case, I'm gonna just say access the sale with an exclamation point. And here is where I want to actually send them to the website. So I'm gonna do this instead of putting the link in the text directly. First off, sometimes it's long or it's ugly or the link looks spammy if you're using like a URL shortener. So it's best to put it into this button for that reason, but also because now we'll be able to track how many people clicked on that button as well, which is really helpful to know. So you can see like, how did this perform? And then you can also start to optimize that copy, right? So from there, we're gonna go ahead and just type in a website address. I'm gonna hit shopify.com. I'm gonna hit done. That's just my example. And once we've done this, the last step will be in the top right corner. You'll hit publish. And now from there, I want to click into the starting step. I want to click into this comments situation that we have and then click this on. So now this is activated as well. And the easiest way now to make sure that everything's working is ideally you have 2 Instagram accounts, or ask a friend or a colleague to help you with this, where they can comment on one of your posts with this specific word and make sure that they got the message correctly, test that the button is working properly, sending them to the right website page, everything looks good. And then from there, you're good to go. So all you have to do now is in your post, you'll want to tell people, hey, comment the word Labor Day and I'll send you a DM with all the details on our upcoming sale. Now that you've created your simple chatbot, I just want to give you an example of what this can look like once you fully build this out and actually start to build out more campaigns too. What I call our AI chat funnel network, which means that you have a network of different campaigns, just like you have different landing pages for different offers or marketing angles. So what I'm showing you on the screen here is what this can look like as you start to build it out more, have automated follow-up happening, have split tests happening, have different ways to personalize the conversation based on what somebody has told you. If somebody has said, hey, I love your eye care products because we're a skincare company, then anytime they come and chat with us, we can say, hey, do you need a refill of this? Or are you looking for more eye products? Or just being able to build that personalization into the actual conversation that people are having with your business. And here what you can see is that we've got, all these different ways for us to just continue the conversation with them, get information from the user to best serve that individual. So it's all authentic, and ultimately it really helps people have the best and most convenient experience with your business. So long story short, what we've just set up is the very first step for setting up a chatbot on your account. But as soon as you have this running, like I said, this can boost your revenue and boost your leads immediately from Instagram. So to recap, we've set up your very first chatbot. We have free resources in the description as well as other videos here on the channel where I show you how to do more with this. We've generated over $30 million in revenue with campaigns like this. And it's a lot of fun for me to share, what has actually worked for us with all sorts of different types of businesses. And I hope you'll set this up for yours. Let me know in the comments once you do and any questions that you have, and I'll see you in the next video.